What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got one more Stihl weed eater review here for you that I've been meaning to do for a while. My dad actually purchased this for them to use at their house last year, and I've been meaning to do a review. I figured since the Stihl Fs 94R did so good, I'd do a quick rundown of this weed eater. It's the FS 111RX. So it's kind of the same as the FX 111R. It has the straight shaft on it, and the main difference is the drive cable inside. It's not a solid steel cable, it's a hollow with the cable type style. But here, looking at the head of it, it's kind of the same as the combi tool I have, about the same size, a little bit smaller engine displacement, but the layout of it's still the same as far as the fuel tank, where the choke is, and everything like that. So we'll go through some of the features and check it out. So here we have the head of the weed eater. This is what Stihl calls their 4-mix engine. So it's got the little valves in it and everything sealed under this housing. So you can take this Torx head bolt loose, and you can see the valve cover, and here's the spark plug. And you can pull this screw out and you'll see what I'm talking about for the 4-mix. So you see under here there's two little valves. Yeah, every so often you have to have these adjusted. It's not hard to do. There's a manual and you can find it online how to adjust them. But that's for a different video, but I'm just showing you. So back here again, you got the primer right here. You got the choke, which is the push in and turn, auto click off with the throttle. Fuel tank fill, it's not the other cap design where you flip up the top and turn it. It's just a regular screw in cap, which I like better. Those other ones tend to leak sometimes. Air filter, which you got to have the Torx to remove it. It's on the side. Pretty large fuel tank. The throttle and handle here is pretty much the same as the combi weed eater that I have. It's got the depress here to pull the throttle. It's got the always on run position stop switch. So to kill it, you just push it down once and it defaults back to the run position. This little trigger here, I kind of like a little bit longer handle so you can hold it with 2 fingers. They've gotten it shorter, so it's just to hold it with 1 finger. If you're running it all day long, it's not as comfortable as the some of the older ones that had the longer handle. So I do kind of miss that. The loop handle here on the shaft, it's a little bit smaller and it's kind of angled back. It doesn't have the rubber up here, so this is like just all plastic. Moving on down, it's got a little bit different style deflector on it. It's still pretty much the same. It has a removable bolt here so you can grease the head gears, and it comes with the Auto Cut 25-2 string trimmer head. So now we'll sit down and I'll show you guys some of the specs compared to the other ones. So I'm just going to go through some of these specs on this string trimmer. Like I was saying, it doesn't have the solid shaft, so the only real blades you can run is this Auto Cut string trimmer head, and then the Poly Cut, which is the little plastic knives, but you can't run any type of metal blades or anything with this model because it doesn't have the solid steel shaft in it. Got the multi-function control handle. It does have an IntelliCarb in it, which is a compensating carburetor. Has a good anti-vibration system in it. It's built in the USA. Has a spark arrestor in the muffler. Pretty simple to start. As far as the choke, you just turn it to the choke, pull it, and it clicks off automatically, like I was saying with the throttle. Here's some of the engine specifications. It has 31.4 cc displacement, and it has 1.4 bhp horsepower. It weighs in at 11 pounds, holds 24 ounces of fuel, and of course it does take the mixed gas. So even though they call this the 4-mix, these still all take the mixed gas. So you have to buy the mixed oil, mix in the gas. You can't run them on straight gas or it'll damage it. So I'm gonna put some fuel in this, start it up, and show you guys what it sounds like and how it cuts in tall grass. So right quick before we run out here and start cutting with this, I'm gonna start it up and let you guys hear it, what it sounds like. So pretty much it sounds like my Combi 131R, similar sound. So you can see there, throttle, you got to push this down, accelerate it, and just to turn it off, you just push the button. So we're going to go out here and cut some grass real quick. So I'm going to show you right quick how this weed eater cuts. It is raining, so the grass is going to be wet. I got some ragweed and some tall, thick water grass here. I'm going to show you guys how it cuts. This is the FS 111RX string trimmer from Stihl. Hopefully you enjoyed this review of it, of learning about the engine and what all it has on it and watching it cut. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, leave it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.